We all nailed Jesus to the tree, but he cried out, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. And he delivered up his Spirit. I think she's named Wisdom. Like I said, this past September, we were kind of stressed about this building thing, and we were at a crossroads, and I kept praying for wisdom, and should we sell the building, not sell the building? And Susan kept saying, Jesus, Peter, I see Jesus, he's just looking at you. On the 12th of September, we had a prayer meeting here in the building. Some of you were there. And together we asked for wisdom. But I was really looking for dance steps, Just a simple yes or a no, please. Right or left. I was stressed. That night in bed around 12:30, Susan grabbed me by the arm and she said, something's here. Instinctually, I sat up in bed because of a lot of experiences in the past. And I said, in the name of Jesus, under the authority of his blood, I take authority over you. I bind you. I command you to tell me your name, blah, 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 blah. And Susan said, it's gone. About 2 hours later, it happened again. Sound asleep. Grabbed my arm. I tried to bind it, make it reveal its name. And Susan said, well, it just disappeared. And I don't think it was a demon. It was a woman. And then Susan fell asleep. In the morning, we're sitting in the kitchen and listening to music. We just have one of those Alexa, while I'm eating cereal or whatever. And I think I had said play Bob Dylan, something like that. And she explained, Peter, she wasn't scary. And we've seen some pretty freaky stuff. She said she wasn't scary. She was beautiful. And I had this feeling that she had crossed time. She was from out of time. Satan and his demons are in time. It was like something that crossed time, and I had such peace. She just looked at me, and I just looked at her, face to face, eye to eye. We just stared at each other for about a minute, and it was then that I woke you up. I've seen angels. This wasn't an angel. And I said, yeah, I think you need to read Proverbs. I think she was wisdom. And just then, Bob Dylan starts singing, "'Twas in another lifetime, one of toil and blood. When blackness was a virtue, the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in," she said, "I'll give you shelter from the storm." I think the whole song is about little Bobby Dylan singing about Proverbs 8 and 9, the Jewish kid, and wisdom.